Hello, Gemini. I hope that you guys don't mind that I would just like to start this reading off with a little bit of gratitude toward you. I am so thankful for all of your support. You've been rocking with me this whole time. It's been years, and there's a lot of you all who have literally been rocking with me since day one. And I just want to take this moment to let you guys know that I'm so very appreciative of you and I love you, okay?
Now let's get to the good stuff.
It appears that some of you may be coming out of or preparing to come out of or just wanting to come out of maybe like a dark period in your life or just a period of feeling not like yourself. For some of you, this could be the feeling of lacking faith, just not believing that things are going to work out for you. In this period, you may not have been your typical praying self. For those of you who do pray, you may not have been your typical meditating self. For those of you who do meditate, this was literally a period of you just sitting down and realizing that things aren't going the way that you would like for them to go. And not sitting down in a sense of not doing anything, but just feeling like everything is just so mundane. Like get up, go to work, come home, cook, clean, go to bed, get up, go to work. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And obviously, when we are in that state of being, it causes us to lack the inspiration that we need to push forward. And this could be affecting your security, rather financial, mental, or emotional. And a lot of the times when we're sitting in that energy, it makes us feel as if though the Most High is not there with us. And this is why we have the left you hanging card here, because you feel like not just the Most High, but like nobody, all of the people who you may have poured into in the past, they're just not there. You just feel alone. But what's new, right? With this round and round card, it's like this is a cycle. This tends to happen. It comes and it goes. Sometimes we're all good. Things are working out in our favor. And then there are times where it's like, what the hell is going on? But see, if this is one of those times where you are meant to sit and reflect, then you should probably not look at this as a bad thing. I understand that, when we got a lot on our shoulders, it's like, girl, what are you talking about? It's bad. Like, this doesn't feel good. I'm struggling here. Like, I don't want to hear all that spiritual stuff. But the truth is that when we are feeling the way that some of you might be feeling right now, it is important to reflect. It is important to look around at how far you've come or lack thereof, and maybe even pull out a pen and a pad and start writing down things that you should be doing or areas that might need your attention, because sometimes that's literally what it takes. Sometimes that is literally what the Most High is asking of us in those times. So you guys are currently being called to become the investigator of your life right now. So let's look at this as if though it's a crime scene and we are the ones that have done the crime, okay? Because sometimes, let's face it, that's exactly how it feels. Like, oh shit, what have I done? What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Complete panic mode, okay? I'm sure we've all watched shows like Criminal Minds, Law and Order, things of that nature. I don't know, maybe you guys haven't, but I know I have. Those are my shows. But on those shows, you don't typically see someone who's committed the crime calling into the authorities right away. That's not usually the first move. But let's just say in this situation, that would typically be the first move for a regular person. Okay, so you're the regular person in this situation who just kind of screwed up a bit. First things first, you call the authorities, unless you have a criminal mind, and then you'd act a little differently. The authorities in this scenario would be the Most High. Thus, the first thing we do is drop to our knees and start praying. Now, let's think irregular. Let's say we're not regular people and we are, in fact, criminal-minded people, okay? The first thing you do then is start to try to clean up, all right? You start trying to figure out what it's going to take to not get caught. Now, in comparison to what's happening in your life right now, have you all called on the Most High? Have you all started to clean up the mess? In other words, have you looked for resolutions to your problems? A lot of people are going to answer yes to that, and understandably so. But here's my thing. Is it backed by faith? Do you believe in what you are asking of the universe? Do you believe that it will come and things will turn around for you? Do you believe that? Or are you just assuming that if I pray, if I ask, it shall be? Because if so, therein lies the problem. That's sort of like a jackass way of thinking, with the jackass card being here. And I don't mean to call you guys jackasses if you feel offended, but we just kind of kicking it here, okay? But based on the last few readings, I really feel like this jackass card represents a person in your energy. Somebody who you've been trying so hard to get away from. You'd be glad when they finally just move on with their life and get over you. Damn.
Like, look here. I'm going through enough right now. I don't need your shit.
I'm sure I told y'all before, but I'm going to remind you. This person seems a little bit obsessive, okay? To the point of possibly doing spell work over your guys' love life. But the spell work is constantly being rejected. And no matter how many times it gets rejected, they just keep on keeping on. Desperation much? This is someone who enjoys the lifestyle a little too much, okay? Like they're like a free spirit, but not in a good way. It's like a low vibrational free spirit. They don't take life seriously enough for your liking. Now, for some of you, this isn't someone with whom you were romantically involved with at one point. This could literally just be someone in your energy, someone who claims to love you and you them, but you're not dealing with them right now, and that's your choice. I feel like you guys just can't seem to respect the fact that this person isn't being true to themselves. You're not buying the lifestyle, behavior, or actions. You feel like you know this person at their core, and they're cutting up right now. Yeah, in the shady card, she's wearing a mask. So you feel like this person is wearing a mask right now, like they're not being themselves. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Try a Snickers. You are, in fact, tired of the games, tired of the lies, tired of looking at this person ruin their lives or, just not take life seriously, as we said before. For some of you, you're tired of being love bombed with this backstab card here in reverse. You woke up and realized that you can't depend on what this person says. You have to believe their actions. And the way that their actions have been showing up, you now know that it's time to choose you. Especially considering everything going on in your life right now. It's just like them plus your own personal struggles. It's the Libra scales. You guys could be dealing with the Libra. The Libra scales say, nah, something is off balance here. You could also have Libra as a placement somewhere in your birth chart. But going back to the way that this reading started, I'm feeling like you guys are ready to tap back in. You're ready to reconnect with the universe and this time stand on it. And if that means dropping the zero and becoming your own hero, then you're with it. Or rather, you need to be with it, Gemini. Because with the wish being in reverse, this is like lacking hope. So you have no hope for this person or the relationship between you two. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but all hope is lost here. You now realize that this person lacks the self-love that it requires to move a certain way in life. And again, I don't think you like that. Like there's just certain things about this person that you can't seem to get with. It doesn't match your energy. And I feel like you guys were tired of bringing yourselves down to their level to match their energy. So while you're finally realizing that there was a karmic lesson here, this person is still struggling to recognize that. And therefore, you kind of got to leave them where they're standing. Listen, I still don't understand why this DNA card keeps coming out, but instead of me putting pregnancy off on y'all and the idea that there may be somebody lying to you about a pregnancy or a child not being yours or whatever it was that we said in the last few readings, I'm starting to feel like this is the representation of like a family member. I don't know. but it's in the reverse. So something about it just feels karmic. It doesn't feel right if this is a family member. You're about to get so busy, Gemini, that others are going to think you're bullshitting them. Like when they call and every time they call, you're like, I'm busy, I can't talk right now. They're not going to believe you because they're going to remember what you were just doing. You know, the type of energy that you were just sitting in. And they're going to be like, ain't no way you're that busy all of a sudden. Just last week, I could call and we could sit on the phone for hours and talk about our problems together, but that won't be the case anymore because you're waking up out of this slumber. You are about to shake off that energy of lacking faith. You're aware that the universe requires a certain energy of you in order for it to move on your behalf. You want more? Well, it's going to require more of you. And I know that some of you are running off of an empty cup. I get it. But see, this is where you kind of got to recharge yourself. Like you kind of got to look in the mirror and be like, nah, this ain't it. I can do more. I'm capable of much more. So pour into your own cup. All right. Don't wait for nobody else to pour into your cup. It's time for you to pour into your own cup and remind yourself that to whom much is given, much is required. Okay. You've come this far. Now it's time for you to act as if though you appreciate all that you've been given. And recognize that when we lose faith, oftentimes we lose the alliance that we have with the universe as well. Things start to fall apart. So whatever faith may look like to you, it's time for you to step into it. You all may be turning down a proposal or some kind of offer from this person here in the near future. And when I say proposal, it doesn't have to be like some sort of marriage proposal or something like that. Just a proposal of any kind. I know you guys may be wondering why this one extra card is just there. Well, when I was finished shuffling, something told me that I needed to pull another card. So the last card out is the Legal Matters card. And honestly, I had to sit with this card for a minute because it seems real obvious on the surface. But the longer I sat with it, the more I started to realize what this card actually represents in this reading. And it's simple. You will be judged by how you choose to proceed forward within this situation, okay? So it will behoove you to make sure that you are calculated and precise and intentional about how you move forward. It is extremely important for you to take action at this time, but it's even more important how you take action at this time, all right? So I'm going to leave that up to you guys, and I'm going to leave this reading here. I'll talk to you guys soon, Gemini.